I want to welcome you here. We really, really appreciate you participating in this process, in this workshop, in this panel. I'd like to first recognize some of my colleagues. I have Commissioner Lama here. You could just raise your hand. Commissioner Vizcarra is right here. We have past Vice Mayor Jeanette Gatto. And we have our Assistant City Manager, Susan Simpson. Where's our City Manager? Chris Russo's in the back. We have our Deputy City Manager, Stan Morris. And of course, we have our panelists. I would like to introduce Joe Corradino, who's going to be our moderator. He's going to go through some of the rules. The way we're going to do this to make sure that everyone is heard is once it's time for you to come and speak. Can you hear me? Yeah? You'll stand at the cone so we keep social distancing, and you'll speak to the microphone. If you do not want to come and speak, I believe we have a QRC code that you could enter and write in your comments, but I'm sure Joe's going to go over that as well. So welcome. Please be open. Please know that all comments are welcome. We want to hear what you have to say. We want to be completely inclusive of the community. So thank you.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. It's very nice. Thank you, everybody. We're glad you're here. My name is Joe Corradino. I'm going to moderate the proceedings of this evening. We're really glad you're here, and we know why you're here. This issue is important to all of us. It affects every person that lives in our city, walks on the sidewalks, drives a car, motorcycle, rides a bike, or even crosses the street in a crosswalk. You know, we all do it. Everybody that does it's part of the problem. But most importantly, we're really all part of the solution. We hope through this discussion, we are able to generate the ideas that are going to be saving lives. The city looks forward to collaborating with you on this. Each and every person in the room, not only the folks here, but the people that in the entire city that commented over social media or sent in their comment cards. Most importantly tonight is that we are here to listen. We have important stakeholders here that can help us develop solutions based on your comments. And let me introduce those. We have Doraida Rodriguez from Miami-Dade County, traffic engineer here. We have Ramon Sierra from FDOT. And we have Chief Dwight Snyder, our police chief. So welcome, everybody. We're here to figure out the solutions that we've got. All the agencies that can help us solve this problem are representative. We understand this. It's caused heartache. It's caused pain. It's caused death. And tonight we hope that perhaps you all will share your own experiences on this issue. We welcome those personal stories. There are no wrong answers. There are no bad ideas. No question you raised tonight or comment is unimportant. One thing we need to do is respect everybody, respect the professionals, respect each other in the room. There are a couple of ground rules that we have while we're here. Everybody will have 3 minutes to speak. Please go to the back table and sign in if you haven't. You've got also some informational packets that we have back there for you to pick up. Then if you'd like to speak, you'd come to the microphone and just stay 6 feet apart on the cone and so that we're socially distanced. And finally, I think this is really the reason why the city had incorporated. It's the most important thing we could ever do. We're coming together to listen, to learn, solve the problems, and save lives. So with that, we'll open it up to Claudia. Chris, do you want to do, is there a presentation that you all want to do about this, or do we just open it up to public comments? Okay. Public. So if anybody would like to just get up and start the ball rolling, you're welcome to come to the microphone and we'll start listening. Please do. And just give us your name so we can log it in the record.
My name is Maria Quinn. I live on Porto Bellagio, North Bay Road and 172nd Street. I lived here for 12 years part-time. I also live in New York City. This is the first year that I have owned a car here. I bought here 12 years ago because I didn't need a car. I don't need a car in New York City. So I've ridden a bike my whole life here. And my husband's been hit by a car 3 times here. Luckily, he hasn't been hospitalized. We ride in New York City. We are City Bike members. We rent bikes, we own bikes. We've never been hurt in New York City. We are protected on protected bike lanes. I've written to the mayor, I've written to the commissioners. I've asked you to put protected bike lanes. It's not enough to have a tattoo on Collins Avenue to protect us. We've seen a small community, seaside community, become a metropolis. We've seen the influx of hundreds of thousands of people and cars. And with that influx of people, there's been no responsibility paid to pedestrians and bikers. So a tattoo on the road is not protecting me on my bicycle. And I ride my bicycle. I rode it here tonight. And I feel very unsafe. So I'm asking you if you could please put a protected bike lane on Collins Avenue. Not only does it protect me and the children and the bikers and the skateboarders, but it takes us off the sidewalk and it protects your pedestrians. So it's the most sensible thing to do. We don't want a car-centric society because in Europe, they don't even allow the cars to drive through the big cities. This is a big city. We've turned Sunny Isles into a metropolis. I live in New York City, it's a metropolis. We don't need cars. So what the government has done is discourage cars. They don't drive through. So I'm safer driving my bicycle in New York City than I am in Sunny Isles Beach, and it's sad. I love Sunny Isles Beach. I want to stay here. But if I can't drive my bicycle through Sunny Isles Beach safely, I don't know if I will stay here. And I'm begging you to please keep me safe in Sunny Isles Beach. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My name's Lou Levine. I'm at 16275 Collins. Continuing with this vein of thought, one of the issues with respect to bike lanes is, or one of the remedies, is a green painted bike lane beside the curb. Hallandale has a white line that defines the bike lane 3 feet on the east side and 2 feet on the west side. We've got nothing here. Yesterday I'm riding down. If you have a dedicated lane for bikes, the problem is that if you ride close to the curb, then they squeeze you over, and if you ride in the middle, then they cut you off. And I had both of those things happen to me on my way down yesterday. I suggest you set up a safety group with representatives from all different stakeholders, and you can look at cities like New York, like Toronto, like Minneapolis, that have transitioned from cars to bikes in a meaningful way in order to move people downtown in a more efficient manner. And I think you can look to them to get ideas of how you can make it safer for people with bikes. The other issue is when you come off in one particular issue is when you coming south on Collins, just as you come under the bridge over the causeway. If you stay on the lane, then you've got cars coming here and cars coming here. They try to merge, they squeeze you out. If you try to pull over, which I did yesterday, this guy here is pushing me over, and this guy here isn't going to let me in, and it's narrowing and narrowing, and I'm squeezed in, and it's ready for an accident. One of the ways that you can help cyclists in that area is do the same that they did over on Lehman on the west side. They made a green lane that cuts across, and then it makes it efficient and safe for bicyclists to pull over to the right.
Thank you very much. That's important. Next, please.
Good afternoon. My name is Patricia Alvarez. I'm a resident of 18201 Collins Avenue. I have a couple suggestions for the city.
Very hard to hear.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, my name is Patricia Alvarez. I live in 18201 Collins Avenue. The reason for my presence here today is because I'm a mother who walks every single day to Senator Wayne Park, and I spend 5 days a week in there, and I can see the speed limit in the city is an issue. I understand that Sunny Isles is different than Bal Harbor and Sunny and Golden Beach because they are only residents and we have plenty commercial space and hotels going on. But I think decreasing the limit of the speed to 30, it will help you guys to do a better job. And I think we have to create an aggressive campaign to make sure that speed is not going to be tolerated in the city. The other issue that I want to bring too is like we can put some speed bumps in the area when you finish 163rd that you're coming down when we have the last tragedy. We can put some speed bumps like that you use when you have 95 going into US 1. Those kind that you have 3 high speed bumps that will make sure that people that are aware or not aware from the area, they will knew that they need to slow down. I think that those will be measurements that we can take as far as trying to reduce. I appreciate the reports that you guys are doing, but you can see your own from March 30, the last report that we received on March 11, you have 1 million 8 cars passing through Sunny Isle, and the one from March 18, we have 2.3 million cars passing by the city. It's a big city. It's something that we have to make some changes in order to improve the quality of life for the residents. It's nothing, it was done poorly, some kind of projections or management at the beginning when the city was created, but at this point we have a problem that we need to resolve. And at this point, I think we need to consider the options that we have in order to do this. I think the chief can put an aggressive campaign to give more citations to the people who break the law, and that will help us to have less incidents and be more safe for the people, for the bicycle, for the family who walk. I cross-calling every single day, 4 times a week, and it's horrible. Hector have to be stopping the people. People make U-turns and red traffic lights, and it's definitely something that it can be done differently if we actually, I think citations will definitely bring more awareness to the people who are breaking the law that it's not going to be tolerated. People, when they come to Bal Harbor and to Golden Gate, they know that they need to slow down. I know that I can compare those 2 cities because the issue is the amount of commercial spaces that we have in plazas and the hotels that we have in the other side. So the logistic is completely different in your end. But at the end of the day, it's something that can be done. I think that we need for a remedy as soon as possible to avoid so many tragedies in such a small city.
Great. Thank you very much. That's very important.
It's a little bit hard for them to hear up here, so if you could just give us 5 minutes to allow them to adjust the speakers, that would be great. And then I just wanted to acknowledge Commissioner Goldman is here, and our school board member, Lucia Baez-Geller, is here as well. So we've got, got a lot of people here, as well as our captain, our other captain is hiding somewhere. So we're taking this very seriously. Just give us a couple of minutes, please.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Good evening. My name is Jeanette Gatto. I live in Houston Towers 300. I understand we need to create a collaborative effort between pedestrians and cyclists and automobiles. But I would like to share a story as it pertains to cyclists. Not long ago, I was driving north North Bay Road, and the cyclist blew the stop sign and made a turn right in front of me. My car was speeding around me. Another instance is where I'm a musician rider who need to make a right turn. Maybe on red, I find the cyclist coming down, stop and bang into their side mirror. I'm not isolating cyclists per se, but I really would like for maybe to see if the city could issue some definitive guidelines to avoid rules to road, because none of them don't. Well, if you know how to get it just ruins their ride and it ruins their life. And not all cyclists do that, but a lot of them have their racing outfits. They don't want to stop. They just want to go. And it's that feeling and that vibe they get. And they think that they could outpace the car. And a lot of times I don't think you can outpace the car. Again, nothing cyclists, some of them are some of the biggest defenders when you are in an automobile. I know we're a small city. I know things are tight. It's probably not built for the three to converge, but it is what it is, and we have to do something about it, and we all have to live with each other. And I think that we can do that. So really, in sharing the story, I'm hoping that there can be something definitive that can be published specifically to cyclists, to just tell them that they are responsible for obeying rules of the road, just as far as others. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oceana, our domestic forward by columns. My main comment, I keep hearing people talk about columns that I think we should emphasize our safer bike routes, which is the back roads. I like from where I live, Publix occasionally, and I don't go to Publix. I mean, I go maybe half block on Publix and then cut right over. You get some out Boulevard, that's a wide sidewalk, and then the back streets, that's actually very pleasant. I don't know if it's possible when the lot makes the Publix is finished, is that going to happen? Around we can ignore it. Because right now, with the pedestrian bridge, you can go from Sunny House Boulevard to our Publix is very crowded. And I think it's very underutilized. There's nothing that's going to make Publix all that pleasant for bicycles. I like up to 100 miles a week, maybe between the Sunny House and the South Beach. I stay all commons as much as physically possible. You can cut through all of the gardens, people have actually take past the Bell Harbor itself. If you don't have anything like that, we're going to bring it backwards. And I think it would be helpful if we had a bike outside trying to convert bikes on commons. And I see that it's not just columns that move with something else, columns that move with Miami-Dade. It's terrible. And I see cyclists on that, and I keep thinking, I'm going to stop and say, hey, you go back that way. You can ride next to the cars. The same thing south. I don't like Mountain Road. I don't like on West Bay Street. I don't like Miami Beach. So there's better routes in columns. No matter what you do, we have so much traffic, we can't get cyclists. I don't think we can give up. Oh, we don't have space for a bike. I think if we did, we would pull one there already. So, my main comment is maybe posting bike route. So, emphasizing the routes other than that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Carlos and I today with the police powers along with Scott. I think I'll be very personal responsibility. I'm on a bicyclist as well. I'm a least driver on my bicycle. We currently have 2 bicycles. We're trying to be in the south. Chief, you folks say riding a bicycle out there now? Okay, so that's fine. Just education. want to advocate. I know that we have women that are doing I would like to see it. I do not to say we have issues with pedestrians now, respecting crosswalk, making a left turn, people crossing not the horn. I've seen school children behind cars that are next to us. We need to go with that. I discussed this with him. We need traffic. You guys can everywhere, every time. If it costs you $200 pocketbook every time you run a red light, every time you think of looking future once a before, then you're going to stop doing it. I think we need to sign that we get traffic counts. And again, I thank you for your service to our office. Thank you very much.
My name is Jim Brown, Chairman of this I don't have a lot of people before don't realize that bike is no sense on the ground. When you ride on it, when you balance on mountain and go to the street, it doesn't make sense to go bicycle on the side when you realize the bike is. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My name is Jennifer. I live in Silver Point. Okay. I don't have a car. I don't have a bicycle. I'm 80 years old. I walk on the sidewalks inside house on hard walk. It's impossible to walk. Also, crossing. I'm 76 after CS pharmacy. Not okay, I think, okay. After the 170 crossing. Move to the crossing. I fell down. This is the crossing way. It's like that. I go away. I either went there, sign up, and I do. I work 54 days. I don't go and I don't see anybody. Pay attention to the crossing also. Please.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
I'm over here. What's the worst part of the sidewalks? Like, is you there? Are they
Sidewalks. You never. A lot of cars. Because of the, I go down all the time. I go ice only one day. I have all my areas. I think it's important to play. I think it's something okay.
thank you very much. It's very helpful. Well,
this is one of my areas. I've seen trying to keep the beach road, it's the university, where it's considering all the limits of the city, and the sidewalks are poor, and it's smooth. I ride my bike, I'm like up and down, I'm ready to fall, and I'm running a sidewalk. The sidewalks are too small. We can't ride on the road. I just get on the way over here. I'm looking behind me, I'm moving around. Every other place with the hardware, space by place, behind the companies,
there anyone else who would like to issue a comment? Yes, sir, please. If you get a comment, you can let everybody Patricia. Thank you very much. Yes, sir, please.
That's a map of 38 miles of city blocking. Most people don't get all they want. I don't see why how we possibly like phones. You go all the way back to the lights, 30 seconds to get back to the safe quiet.
That's the very important part. I think for the last 6 years, particularly where the best is the alternative paths for the device. And that, just like my safer batteries. Excellent point.
So the east and west side and right to get to where you need to be. He said, discourage vehicles, which is what someone else needs to do. Discourage vehicles from coming through. We built all these bridges. We built all of these. And I understand with 6 lanes, let's just take vehicles through. Because your government has a vision. She said, let's build this beautiful environment thing. Climate change, take everything and beauty and the sidewalks, put in, and the vision. community it once was, even though we now have roads like New York City. But let's discourage the behavior of traffic. Let's not listen to people who say, how can we put it back down on Collins Avenue? Are they experts? No. Let them take that road. I don't want to take that road. I want to take Collins Avenue and be protected. I didn't ask you to build these buildings. I wanted so you could see our community. You put these buildings up, and now you're not protecting me. And I'm going to answer like that. Because I'm unsafe when I walk my dog, and my bicycle. Period. End of story. And I thank you because your police officers are doing a fantastic job right now. Because the little boy is killed. And I see it out there, and you guys really love you for gratitude. Fantastic. And I thank Commissioner Walden because she's been listening to me for 3 years. I've been at my husband and did 3 times. But damn it, we need Collins Avenue safe.
Thank you. Anyone else? If not yet, I'll read some of the comments. Oh, we're ready, I'm sorry, please.
Focusing on the positive for you. And but when we say about leadership, we have been called. The second that I want to say is what I would say begins with there are no fine police anywhere than we have here, so I'm not going to be misunderstood under any circumstances. In the context of safety and enforcement, I would look first to our surrounding communities of Val Harbor and Gold Beach. The question that I have goes, I don't have answers for that question. It's a great departure, it's a great start for a community bottom-up and top-down meeting in the middle where the business takes place. The question goes to guidance and direction set by the mayor and commissioners to our police for enforcement. In this regard, I would ask how the police are instructed with respect to the level of effort and scope of work for enforcement driving. It begs the question to consider whether the likelihood of police enforcement intervention would be more likely for a car traveling at 50 miles an hour on Collins in either Val Harbor or Gold Beach. And the same in Sunny Island Beach, reducing the focus to same thing, same community, same street enforcement. Do I look at these? Absolutely not. But I think many of these men and women I know are not capable of 100 times that level of challenge. Skill and capability and charm and tenacity. Now, we have 30. So for level of effort is I don't think we're chasing down as a goal to be with one traffic light. We're not seeing this. I don't remember the names. Notwithstanding, one traffic light. They're going to try to we have as well, finding out electronically who doesn't have the car registered and who probably doesn't have insurance because they expired. If it's not getting chased down, I don't know the police. Do they do that? Sure, why do you do that? They're polite and loyal enough not to bring it out the way I am. They're very loyal people. And it's time to, as a point of departure, just begin with some of the dimensions of what I've heard today. It's enormous in scope of work, but I will not feel any rest until we are as good as our and enforcing on the street in real time. And if they can, we can do much better. Thank you.
Can you give us a brief update on what PAP is doing?
Yeah, sure. Before I do that, I want to thank everybody for the comments that you gave for coming. I came ready to listen, and that's what I came to do. I want to give you some updates, and I also want to assure you that something really great is happening today. And the fact that this meeting hosted by the city is happening is participation from the county, from the state, from the citizens, shows that there is collaboration. And that's how things happen, positive things happen. So thank you to the city and thank you to the citizens for participating in us, your ideas. First, I'd like to touch on give some ideas and some feedback on the ideas that I've heard. I've heard comments about pedestrians having trouble crossing. I've heard about bicyclists not being safe. All three bicyclists, pedestrians, and drivers, their own usage of the road and entitled to be on the road. So, while bicyclists might choose different routes, they're entitled to be on the Saturday as they are on a local street, because they're as entitled to the road as the trucker car. Right? There are rules already, Florida statutes say that bicyclists are for local users, things like that. In such, they should and they must comply with the traffic laws. Can I hear you? I'm sorry.
Guys, we're having a little bit of trouble on this side of the room hearing. Can we do something? Of course. Okay, you're clear now.
That's recreation better. So, I would say drivers, bicyclists, and pedestrians, we're all moving users. Right? We live in a part and walk over here, we might walk over here from home, either kind of user. Right? And we all have a shared responsibility. The drivers have a shared responsibility. Pedestrians and bicyclists. We also say each other say. So, you also know we have the laws, right? Somebody is not following that law, there's a penalty, there's responsibility. Now, let's talk about enforcement. It's physically impossible to enforce it there. Every single time it's totally possible. So you might ask yourself, all right, then we all have the responsibility. It's not there, the watch is all the time, how do we manage? And that goes to education, not to the participation in the operation. All right? Education, know that it's law, and the law is not only that the law is for the drivers, bicyclists, pedestrians.
Sorry.
How is it unprotected protection
Yeah. So you might think yourself, the pedestrians you're talking about, being vulnerable. Pedestrians are probably the most vulnerable over aviation, followed by bicyclists and followed by cars. Now, if you have a sense of security in your car, and that gives you yeah. So, again, if you're starting in the RV, if you're a pedestrian, not riding a vehicle, if you're riding a bicycle, you're probably something. So, I realize that pedestrians and bicycles are almost vulnerable. If they get hit, the chances that they hurt is there's no, that's, I recognize that. Yeah. So, in the case of, I'm assuming you're talking about a very common sign. Correct. Yeah. Or anywhere else. Yeah. So, if I heard you correctly, you came out here, I remember you came to New York, and people were around.
There are barriers all over the city. It started in certain areas, now it's around the city. One mayor to another, and it became a matter of city evolving.
I hope you in New York once. But I'm going to use your analogy more. Right? It's a great city. I hope New York has is a city much older than South Florida, Snyder. They have the footprint of the roads, they come out wide. There are buildings on both sides. Right. And that is similar to one business in South Florida. It's not unique. Sunny eyes, where you become more people want to be in South Florida. And the time of DOT county urban is coming over and widening the wide road, that's fast.
You don't need one. So what it tells people is, don't take that. Get over it. Get out sunny eyes. You don't want your car. You get enough vision. And cars are even beautiful. We want to enter into a climate change. Discourage.
Again, people real conditions. And again, like a city way that bicycles have a choice. So the drivers.
Okay, so what are the options?
Again, I just gave you the sign for your education for operation. We have the laws. Okay, we have the laws, we have the rules. Our health for operation.
Yeah, there's no symbiotic relationship.
They don't follow.
Yeah, it's a transient tourist area. People don't read the rules. They're not educated. They're from different countries. They don't even speak the language.
I understand. Your question. Okay. Thank you very much for your comment. So the problem with signs, there are a number of things that we have the strategy. The first one is to make the crosswalk more visible. Right? And what we're doing in the next phase, there are going to be safety messages or immediate striking the road that's say crosswalk ahead. And that's going to be like 350 feet ahead of the crosswalk. So if you're driving, you're going to see that message. Each lane is going to have that big letters, that message in big letters. We have another project that is starting. It's a surfacing project that's going to start in August. And in that project, we're going to add lighting. And that lighting is going to make the crosswalk itself, the crosswalk area, more visible. So that's good and good, right? Good and good. Drivers will be able to see the pedestrians better.
Why don't they lower the speed limit? Why don't they lower the speed limit?
I don't know what to do. the speed limit, reducing the speed limit is really ineffective in driver compliance.
It is. Well, cars were going slower, okay? They would be thinking about
You're correct. Some people will be able
or when it became a 13, and put a battery up and use it for a bicycle and bus.
Hey, I got it. Here's what I do today is get on calendars and then figure out which ones we can get on. Right? So these are ideas that all have to be stored. And to your point is that like we extra on my day, we know that's not just that we need to do. So we need to look at this, we need to think, look at the grand driving, look at speed limits, see where it is. We can fit it in, take all the ideas and create this, decide to go right, then it can say on the right of the major agency rules, right? The NISAC rules, the PSAC rules, PCAP rules, and we gotta see what we can make it on this kind of thing. C is that the desire is there from the agency perspective, from the county's perspective, and from the city's perspective. So this can be started very quickly where we can explore these ideas and see if they work or they don't. We want to work as quickly as possible so that it never happens again. I think that's absolutely the goal here. There could be a lot of cities have one of the things that we're doing, a lot of cities regions have what they call the Vision Zero strategy. That is that no deaths on the roadway system are acceptable. That's absolutely true. It's totally aspirational. And maybe that's as we come out of the process like this, that's the first thing we do. It's not acceptable. How do we do everything we can to prevent any more deaths? It's got to start here. We can't back change just afterwards. We can't change what happens to the city of the future. And that's why you have us here today. Let me get to you with the question there.
Is anybody considering of the landscape community to fortify? Put a barrier down instead of a landscape community. Take that with it.
So you're talking about the median, same as one on the one side, and you're talking about which somebody else needs to avoid?
Yeah, all the landscape, you have a landscape planning. You have all that with there. Take that extra 4 feet or whatever you got that. Put a nice
so you're suggesting get rid of the median and make room that way for the
exactly.
Yeah, you saw aesthetic value to that. I'm not saying, hey, notice it's about, that's the trick about this. So what we do is think that we have certain right, and then we look at what's the space, what could we gain from having a meeting on. You know, the landscape, the sidewalks are getting ready to use tonight, so there's an argument that says replace the landscaping in the median, put it on the sides, to like shade for the pedestrians. And then, no, but these are, nobody's going to be happy with it, and it doesn't all work. So as you evaluate different options, you start to say, okay, let's draw a picture of it's like on the median, and say, it doesn't look so good, it looks really hard. But that's from the planning process. We never really know about exploring the options. So that's definitely an option, and we should look at it.
I think last year, those people that wanted to have a night when we were probably not night organization with this one, or the ones that got it, and they're going to skate. Those we had to see on Saturday. And they're like, see when they're from the 8 with this West Point Beach town, we have a bridge and a bridge. Who they said, in there, a whole set of people. So everything was there for the tourists, for the outside. That needs to go down. You know that we can chassis the floor.
Robert, you know how you and we were talking about the same idea, or they asked me about the same idea. We are open to all ideas. Again, keeping that municipalities, so those, we will call it wrong streets, they're designing big ones. So, they're very, very nice. So if you live nearby, again, there is a balance. There is, so, if we're open, and you mentioned the example nearby, or we have them. So there's nothing stopping us from forming this. You have programs like meetings where we try stuff like this, and we talk about Joe, thank you for bringing it up. We have a sample of hubs, sample of athletic project that's happening right now. Your search site, we have we have 6 locations in Miami County at crossroads where we have paddles in the middle of the road at crossroads and say stop for pedestrians. Right? So in order for us to use them, everywhere, we need to get permission from the Federal Highway Administration. So the pilot project is allowing us to collect data and we send it to go back to the FDOT and say, hey, it's good, or it's an experiment, but we saw we're not good. But yes, we do have that project, and that's just one sign. I think I can do that to you over the The question, let me tell you a question.
If how does the city qualify for like qualify? Because the city bike lanes in southern Miami, South Beach, Miami, downtown, they have the same bike lanes. So how would someone qualify to receive a bike lane or a city bike lane?
Yes, what I was trying to explain earlier on is that you need room to make application, right? And room is something we love, there is room. So, the gentleman spoke about getting rid of the need, that would be, but it creates the openness to other things that we're not so good about. And you mentioned earlier, I said, not to start by meeting investments, the world of safer, really openness.
Really sorry. But with all due respect, really secondary to safety. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at safety and human life is much more priority than learning. Secondary to me, they're benefit of the individual society. Benefit of the children of life, people of life, the stereotype, and sidewalks and protect them. Forget about vehicles and sit in traffic. And maybe if we had more protected and bike lanes, people get out of their vehicles and use the damn bike lane. We have room for bike lanes this wide in New York. It is wide and open. We just didn't do that. We couldn't like it.
Okay. Again, I think about this in your review is that there is an education and there is a collaboration from users and the driver knows that there are more people in place. So again, there's nothing solid, there's nobody other person. To me, it's a sample of us moving out of here.
This one where he's like, see it for worried about parks and so many people here. I understand that. But that being said, it's the same thing that people, not people, and children. It's a huge children.
So,
They're all walking on a very thin sidewalk along bicycles and now scooters, electric scooters.
I think the important part for all of you, the important part is that, like we mentioned before, South Florida is very heavy. We for years. And so we all have the requirement to look at the things that are wrong and start to evolve. So maybe the DOT in the old days was an organization that was built to cause, and over the years it's modified, and it's now looking at pedestrian safety, bicycle safety, those types of things. But still, the rules are in place where the primary mission is the throughput of all of this. There are instances like this that get us all to modify those things. And that's kind of the direction we're moving in. I think it's a good direction. Yeah, so, I'm worried about parts. I'm worried about the people who do parts. So again, the cars, I do agree.
That's the problem. People in the cars are protected by a ton of steel. Right. The children, the families, the life of the people are not. They're not protected.
We understand. We are on the same page. I want to also say that before the department of transportation was non-political the road department. So again, yes, we're going back a few years ago.
I think that we're getting that around. If you look at the amount of construction, look at what the positive effects of the street are. You eliminate car off the road, you don't increase their pollution, okay? You reduce congestion. Look at all the construction on the road. There's not enough room on the car. There's a race to scooters, let's do it safely, let's do it wisely, car off the road, clean, clean, beautiful buildings, okay? I think the scooter getting back, right? Waste one in the future, okay? And if you take all those cars off, being on the scooter, okay? Clean air, less traffic, okay? We can move around the city. I think that everywhere. Like you say, I don't know if I'm going to
Please, if you don't have any cars now,
Thank you. Now you got it.
Okay, first of all, just let me thank everybody for being here today. Because let me tell you something. True traffic safety and traffic achievement in the city have to be a collaboration. As everybody working together, everybody is doing our activities, and it starts with our community. It starts with the people living. We need to make sure that everybody is doing the right thing, riding the right way, following traffic laws, making sure that their children are safe. We want to make sure that we're doing everything right. And then that's the way we're achieving this. And I want to tell you everything that everybody said here tonight, because every question was asked out there, and every meeting, all of the different things that you have said. You know, I talk to residents all the time about everything that you guys are talking about today. And I think we all realize the employees and the city staff and the residents of the city, contact is a very, very delicate highway that we're talking about, which is the way it's built. It doesn't take much to never figure everything you guys talk about. As far as the ability to move bicycles safely, that's challenging. There's a question for traffic. As far as trying to get pedestrians across the street safely, that's challenging. Okay? It is from an ongoing perspective. Traffic is very, very important part of what we do. It belongs. Just because of the contract we have here, we see it, we understand it, but we also have to protect the entire community as a whole. So, you know, we not only have traffic, we have responsibilities to protect our communities, our residents, and all those other things. So, and as far as, you know, I hear this conversation right ahead, you know, there's a comparison between, say, region, this is a great example here. So, one thing that happened when the difference between our communities, let me just look at that. Okay, we're all in cities that have great police departments, but the sheer volume of traffic you see in our city, you just don't see here. You know, they're all beach expected, small communities, residential, all the commercial areas on the west side of the street. So again,
traffic is just totally completely congested in the city. So that's why they probably, it looks a little bit slower when you communities and actually. But the other factor is, again, we all have to understand this. So now we should be able to do Miami. All you have to do is go ahead and reach out for our topics. So that, so now, the problem is, our time to figure out how to manage this, how to manage it, how to slow people down. Well, these are the questions. Start to be a side. We're out there, you're engaging traffic codes, violence, you're being silent. And the same thing with pedestrians. And bicyclists. We started a program actually last year, this month, we're going to actually partner with FDOT and University of Florida. It's kind of sponsored through the DOT, and it's bicycle pedestrian safety awareness. Once a month, we go out and all these neighborhoods, we talk to the pedestrians, we educate them, we give them brochures, we try to get it to the law. It's going to change a little bit next time, because we're actually going to first. Hopefully, you won't get this enough. So many other things that we've done. The great thing about this particular presentation is you have colleagues in the Miami-Dade County and Florida Transportation. So what we are going to do coming very soon is I know that we go to Long Beach and some of the other communities, you see the sweet sides of the meetings that flash people see, tells you to slow down. So the transportation is they're over there. They give enough permission to move in. So everybody come here is only interested. But those are just some of the things that we're doing. Again, I think you guys give us look at this, there's an end to bad ideas. So you need to look at this. Obviously, we're copying first society, so not an engineer, or anything along those lines. I'm sure I was listening to my idea as well. So we're going to what we need to do, and please don't ever hesitate. All police department, and if you have an issue, see an issue, don't be shocked. We all do it for
I have situation whatever we can do. So as the student we say, moving like everybody is saying 1 minute, so 1 minute they will stay behind. What do we do as citizens here to make sure that we are safe? After all, we started like we have to take our own. I have been walking with buddies since 20 years old. I don't know how, the car, so I know. And I've seen what happened with the pedestrian work. The pedestrian is very strong, moving here and there, talking on the phone, maybe training. So that's our role, that's on us. We go quick, we run away to the light, and when we go, then we're not looking. And then we have cars, which are our enemies, my enemies, I'm always in the lookout because these cars, they right, so I have to be careful, and who actually right on the street. Then I see my parents at school, like little children, which some of them don't even wear seatbelts. They wear seatbelts. And you say something, and then they get mad because it's right here. So we're talking about living in the environment, and this is one thing. So I don't just walk. We say that the college is our college, and we need it back. We have to buy time, and the place for the scooters, and everyone on the place back from 20 years ago. It's not going to happen, so there's no space. You take the deal, then there's no protection from the other side, so cars may come from the back. So maybe we can get a roadblock at the beach. Maybe it's not allowed, maybe it's not possible. So why don't we just take the safe side, our children, ourselves? We have very wide one-way road. And it's ridiculous. I don't understand it, and I understand. So I was walking my dogs for 21 years. I can do it anymore. So, but I know that not what is so nice today. Because this is not going anywhere. So what? You stay, you look at the land, notice the activities, everybody, and in the meanwhile, we're talking because the elderly is trying to cross the beach, and you're in a hurry, so just hoping that we'll find a way to look inside. You see, green is very cold. Maybe you have a little experience. Because I'm looking at the younger and I'm going to spray and now I'm getting the bodies. And it doesn't mean there's like no way in my life. I have patience and foundation so I like everybody to walk in the same side. Because we can't be sober. We don't know how. This is college. You want to be close to the ocean? This is a little street like this. It's the access way to South Beach. How in the world we can imagine that they can change things? I don't know how that is to do, but look at us. Parents, workers, it's just like a I feel so that we will change the world. And you can also, the experts, think about how we come to the solution because I don't want to get killed, and certainly don't want my kids to be killed in the bodies. So, that reason, we take comments. I don't thank you.
Thank you very much. Dwight,
Okay, my name is Doraida, and I represent Miami-Dade County. I work with environmental leaders from the Hearing Commission. And I want to thank the city and all of you for being here. This is a wonderful opportunity to know the community of our house, to be able to listen to concerns and to take all the ideas back to the office and start working on your needs and your priorities. The county has a jurisdiction over the local residential housing regulators, and now we are prepared for your needs. It is a great opportunity to start working together with the city and start building profits and start looking at your recommendations for us for you guys that are surgery that we need to provide improve our budget. So thank you again for being here, for giving us your concerns, your ideas. I hope that we can start working together closely with the city and start addressing all those issues. Thank you.
okay, our very thoughts that we have tonight, there are different classes that we do, but there are needs to talk about this online in other places. So I'll read a couple of those and we'll wrap up. It's just about 6:30. This is Mayor Corso. First of all, I must say this meeting will be one of the top priorities of our city. As a father of 4-year-old kids, I'm so worried about driving behaviors on our streets. Speeding, sitting, over noise, exhaust tears, and rudeness to the residents of our community and police. I'm aware of the limited capacity of law enforcement officers to build a safer environment and must start somehow. We must be united to avoid any further accident. Across, not pedestrians, I advise that we're safe until the red light and at the light is addressed. The light indicates out to the left house with a stopping event, the light turns red optional, tragedy waiting out. Julia, please pay attention to pedestrians and bicycle riders too. They need to follow the rules, not just their drivers. Parents will be in. Please, before crossing the road, check their times. If all cars are stopped, don't check out their car. Also, when you cross the road on a pedestrian, we hold either against bicycles keyboard, not highway. But I see on the streets, people don't care. They just cross the road without even turning their head to check what's going on. We all put the responsibility as a driver, all sides should be responsible. Drive power. Cyclists are often more dangerous to the cars or pedestrians because of their reckless speed, especially when driving behind pedestrians. What actions is citizen taking to improve pedestrian safety? Regarding the route of three or Santa Fe suggests area, she avoid stepping across the street. One of those in addition to having normal police presence on the roadways, please consider installing flashing lights later, particularly dangerous crossings. Similar lights have been installed on the roadway and whenever the streets. They are activated by pedestrians and much more visible for their light. That's a synopsis of the comments that we received. We take a lot of comments from people that are not here this meeting, and they're all going to be on record. What I'm going to do, probably talk about the next steps where we can do after this meeting. This meeting will also be available on YouTube next Tuesday, so if anybody's not here who wants to watch it, is able to watch it. We're fortunate today, we've got you here to tell us your feelings about as well. We've got the technical people, we've got planners, we've got engineers, we've got people that are in charge of with us the roadway system. Remember, Miami County, not the cities aren't necessarily in control, but they are Miami County is partnered with us, and they work with us to put any kind of traffic control process. We've got the agency who's in control of the major road, we've got police forces, they have officials, and so the decision makers and the people who will work on it are right here in the room. And then I hope we get this next step to take these comments, we need to process them, we need to figure out a way to explore each and every one of them and see how they all fit into the puzzle. And it's not just one piece of work, it's probably a combination of everything we talked about today in some way, shape, or form that will end up being applied to the facilities and hopefully have a great impact on reducing any type of accidents in the house. And so that's what we're tasked with, and that's what we'll go back and start doing as soon as this meeting is over. So if there's any problems you'd like to say, please.
Thank you. I just want to quickly say, I want to commend every single person that took the time to come here and stand up and give us some input. It's so important to have you come and converse with us and communicate as much as possible. It's really valuable, very appreciated. And I assure you that we have our commission here, we have our police department here, we have all stakeholders here who will look through everything that was said. There are many comments that were posted online that will also be public record. So I thank you very much, and that concludes our session.
Thank you guys, thank you very much. And Ramon, thank you all to be here. It's very complicated time to listen to it. So, the meeting, thanks for coming. We'll be working on this.